5 years ago, when Barack Obama came here to Berlin, he was welcomed with a regal reception, treated as the great new hope for a better future. Well, 5 years on, and 5 years of drone wars, whistleblowers, and continuing economic strife has, well, seen Barack Obama receive a very different reception. We've seen demonstrations out against the eavesdropping that's been going on, particularly the use of PRISM here in Germany. Germany was one of the countries worst affected by this snooping into of phone calls and emails. That's why the country appeared as orange on the map of nations that have been investigated. Now, this has prompted a lot of people to come out under the slogan of "Yes, we scan," and a parody of Barack Obama's election promise of "Yes, we can" when he came to power those years ago. Now, talk to me a little bit more about just why the reaction has been very different. I'm joined by Diani Barreto, part of the Free Bradley Manning Network. Thank you very much for talking to me. Why is it a different reception that President Obama is receiving this time?
Well, I think in the second term we expected greater transparency, and the fact that he had said that he would go against the wiretapping and the surveillance of Americans, he's done exactly the opposite. And I think it's a scandal because it's a taboo in the German society, surveillance generally, after their experience with totalitarianism. And I think it's really important. I'm glad that this is now we have a global scale, and just not the American citizens that should not be targeted. It's actually all of us in the metadata, for example. Yeah.
It's not just data protection that's an issue for demonstrators. What else are you wanting to bring to the eyes of the US president to show that you're not happy with what he's doing?
I just think that these attacks on free speech, on the Fourth Amendment, on the press, and the attacks that we've had on the press, like James Risen and these people, and these preposterous aiding the enemy and protections of sources and so forth, and that we have no longer whistleblower protections in the U.S. I think this is an aberration. Yeah, I think these are the things that we should be bringing to light and say, no, it's just not acceptable.